The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello 8th standard children. So finally the new year has arrived. Happy 2021 to each one of you. Convey our wishes to your family too. Let this year bring warmth, joy, happiness, prosperity, good health, peace also, isn't it? Always try to be happy. Whatever the situation, if our mind determines to be happy, we will be happy throughout. No matter what is happening in the surroundings. But that really requires a lot of concentration, meditation, prayer to reach that stage. It is possible with daily prayer and meditation. Do not forget to pray to God. Let God Almighty walk with us throughout every day, the whole year, throughout our life. So last class, children, I started with the topic water. I taught you about boiling point, then about heat capacity of water. What is the meaning of heat capacity? The ability to hold heat for a longer time. That is called as the capacity. The ability to store heat for a longer time by water. That is heat capacity of water, and I told you the 3 applications also. Now I move on to the next topic that is given in the textbook, that is freezing point of water. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, that you know. You also know, you have learnt in UP classes, the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. All of you know this. What is the freezing point? Freezing point in the varnal, a liquid that changes to solid, the temperature at which a liquid changes to solid at a given atmospheric pressure. I will read out the definition for you. It is given in the textbook. Freezing point of a liquid is the temperature at which it freezes to solid at normal atmospheric pressure. The freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So don't forget this. This is the freezing point of water. That means water changes to what? Water changes to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Water changes to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. This is the freezing point of water. Water freeze aayittu ice aayittu maarum. Adana 0 degree Celsius. Okay. Now children, you all know about the general rule. Normally all these substances, they expand on heating. Expand varna endha velidavga and contract on cooling. Contract varna shrink out. This is the normal behavior of all these substances. On heating they expand and on cooling they contract or they shrink, chirdav. So substances they expand on heating. Look at the board, I have written here. They expand on heating and contract on cooling. Expand varna velidavum, contract varna chungipom, shrink out on cooling. But our water, it shows a peculiar behavior. It shows an anomaly. Anomaly varna oru abnormality. What is the meaning of abnormal? Something that is not normal. എല്ലാവരും ചെയ്യണ പോലെ ചെയ്യാണ്ട് വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ട് ചെയ്യണത്. That is ഒരു ബിഹേവിയറിലെ മാറ്റം. Now children, now you are in 8th standard. Your behavior might have become slightly different than it used to be in the UP classes. Hormonal changes, the changes in the environment, the changes in our family situations. It Those are the factors that influence our behavior, no doubt. That doesn't mean that we are abnormal, no. Slight deviation from the normal, something very strange, something very peculiar. That is the meaning of abnormal. Anomaly means something that is abnormal. So our water also, it shows an abnormal behavior. It shows an anomaly when it comes to expansion. I told you all the substances on heating, they expand, but this water is an exception. ഒരു പ്രത്യേകതയുണ്ട് വെള്ളത്തിന്. I tell you what is that anomaly. So the topic here today I am going to teach you is anomalous expansion of water. Water shows an anomaly in expansion. It doesn't behave like other substances. What is the anomaly? That we will study now. Okay children, let me tell you too. This activity can be done at home, okay? Now suppose you take a glass, 3/4, you have to fill it with water, mark the level, okay? Take a glass, fill it with 3/4 of water, mark the level, and you keep it inside the freezer. After 3 to 4 hours, take out the glass. What will be your observation? Will the level be the same when it changes? What will happen first of all to water? Water will change to ice. Now record the reading, record the level of that ice. Will it be the same where you marked before? No. Ice കുറച്ചും കൂടെ മുകളിലേക്ക് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. The level might have increased. So there what has happened? Water expanded, isn't it? When water changed to ice, what happened? The volume increases. Volume parna, you know already. The space that it needs increases. Water amber. Now suppose this is a glass of water. You took only this much of water. You kept it in. This is the first level. You kept this in the freezer. When you took it out, it was completely ice now. Now the level has increased. That means the volume has increased. But here I told you substances they contract on cooling. But in this case water, what happened to water? On cooling it has not contracted, rather it has expanded. The volume has gone up. Volume increases. And when volume increases, you know density decreases, right? Density will decrease. So this is the anomalous expansion of water. When water is converted to ice, volume increases and density decreases. In all the other cases, it is reverse. All the substances they contract on cooling, they become small, the volume will become less, density will be more. Water also should have been like that, but no. Instead, volume will increase and density will decrease. Okay, so as density decreases, density means I have told you the heaviness. What happens? Ice, I'll ask you a question. Will ice sink in water or float on water? What will be your observation? If it is more dense, I have told you water is really dense. Oil always used to be at the top. Remember in the first lesson, water was at the bottom, oil at the top, because water is dense. But when water changed to ice volume increases. So the density, it should have actually sunk, isn't it? No, but what is happening? Ice goes to the top. It cannot sink, it will float on water. That is because of anomalous expansion of water. Again I repeat, all the substances they expand on heating and contract on cooling, but water, when it cools, it expands. That means the volume increases and density decreases. You know the formula, isn't it? How to calculate density? Density is equal to mass by volume. When volume will decrease, density will increase. When volume decreases, density will increase. That is the formula for, this is a formula for density that you learn in higher classes. This is inversely proportional. If volume increases, density will decrease. But if I ask you, if mass increases, density also will increase, directly proportional. If mass decreases, density also will decrease. But volume, it is reverse because it is inversely proportional. So please, this is not there in the textbook. Just for you to understand it better, I have taught you this. If when volume increases, density will be less, decreases. Okay, so what is anomalous expansion of water? When water, it is given in the textbook, when water is converted to ice, its volume increases and the density decreases. This is a very, very important sentence. You have to enter it into the file. Okay, now adjacent to this there is a small para about anomalous expansion of water. Please have a look at this para and then I will teach you. I'll read out the paragraph also for you. When water is cooled, its density increases and the cold water goes down. This occurs till the temperature reaches 4 degrees Celsius. When atmospheric temperature goes below 4, due to anomalous expansion of water, its volume increases while its density decreases. Water below 4 degrees rises to the surface. It freezes and covers the surface of water with ice, which is less dense than water. Aquatic life in water bodies at colder regions is sustained in the water below this layer of ice. Now listen to what I am teaching children. Now suppose this is a place very, very cold, suppose in the Arctic region, okay, very, very cold regions. Now this is the surface of water and this is somewhat down. Now I've told you, like other substances, water also will expand on heating at first. But when the temperature goes below 4, then it starts to show an anomaly. So I don't want you to confuse. Listen to this paragraph. Water also, like other substances, will expand on heating, contract on cooling till 4 degrees Celsius. But when the atmospheric temperature goes below 4, water becomes ice. It starts to expand. Now suppose this is the atmospheric temperature. First it is 10. When it is 10, what happens? Density will increase and so the water will start going down. But when the atmospheric temperature reaches below 4, what happens? Atmospheric temperature 4 ന്റെ താഴെ ആവുമ്പോൾ naturally ഈ ടോപ്പിലുള്ള ഭാഗത്തിൽ ആ തണുപ്പ് തട്ടുമ്പോൾ water will change into ice. The top surface of water, when it comes into contact with atmospheric temperature, that is when it goes below 4, I told you water changes to ice. First water started to go down, but when it came below 4, the top layer froze into ice and this portion, that will be water. This top layer, top surface is now ice, and so what happens? The aquatic life can survive below this layer of ice. All the coolness, all the low temperature is absorbed by the surface of water. This changes to ice. So what happens? Below this layer, aquatic life, parna vellathil jeevikana organism, they can survive. Meen ayalum, rare organism, fish, they can survive in this water. Why? Because only the top layer has changed into ice. Because this is directly coming into contact with atmospheric temperature. When the temperature goes below 4, this water changes to ice, because I told you when water changes to ice, the volume increases, density decreases. Volume increase ആവുക പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ഐസായിട്ട് മാറി. ഡെൻസിറ്റി കുറഞ്ഞു, അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഐസായിട്ട് നിൽക്കും. വെയിറ്റ് കുറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, അപ്പോൾ താഴെ വെള്ളം ഉണ്ടാവും. So this layer is actually protecting the aquatic life beneath it. Okay? So in colder bodies, colder regions, aquatic life can sustain in the water because the top layer is converted to ice because of anomalous expansion of water. So once again I will tell you in short, Don't get confused. All substances expand on heating and contract on cooling. Water also behaves like that till 4 degree. But once the temperature comes below 4, it shows a peculiar behavior. Water changes to ice, volume increases and density decreases. So as the density decreases, the top layer will be like that. It will float over the water. And this is one of the applications you can find in colder regions. Aquatic life can survive in water because the top layer changes to ice and it prevents the temperature to come down, because this layer is blocking the temperature to come down, and this water will not change into ice because this portion is already ice now. I hope this is very, very clear. So this property of water, this anomalous expansion is very, very important. You should understand it. Now children, I move on to the next topic, that is surface tension of water. Now you all have heard about this word tension, isn't it? Tension, tension, tension. We all have tension because we all are born as human beings. Most of the people, they become tense under alarming situations. We panic, there is no doubt. So our water also has a sort of tension. What is that tension? Does water have to get an A plus or full marks in all the subjects? No, it has some other sort of tension, and that tension is called as surface tension. The name itself, from the name itself, you know there is some tension at the surface of the water. What is that tension? We will learn about it now. Okay? So children, in the book they have shown a figure. First I'll explain and then you will understand. Please have a look at the figure. In that figure, you can see water molecules. In between, there is a water molecule being pulled by other molecules on all the 4 sides. But on the surface, it is only 3 sides. I hope you all have noticed it. Now listen. Now this is a beaker. It contains water. All these are water molecules, no other molecule, okay? Now this molecule at the interior, it will experience a sort of attraction by the neighboring water molecules. That is, on all the 4 sides it will experience a pull, an attraction. So the net force will be 0. All the 4 sides, this particular molecule is experiencing an attraction. But it will be balanced because on all the 4 sides it is being pulled, so it will be 0. But what happens to this molecule? This molecule at the surface, it is experiencing attraction only from 3. Where is the 4th one? 4th one, there are no water molecules to pull this. There are only some vapor molecules, and remember they are not very, very close, just like these molecules. The vapor molecules will not have the same attraction on this, just like other molecules. So what happens? This molecule will have a pull only from other 3 molecules adjacent to it. There is no 4th one, so it will experience a downward pull, just like a stretched membrane. ഒരു റബ്ബർ ബാൻഡിനെ നമ്മൾ താഴോട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ സ്ട്രെച്ച് ചെയ്താൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ്, അതുപോലെ the molecules at the surface will experience a downward pull or a downward attraction. Why? Because the attraction is uneven. Only on 3 sides it is being pulled. On the 4th side there is nothing, no molecule. Of course vapor molecules are there, but the pull is very less, and not necessary that it will be there everywhere. And the distance will also be high, not as it is inside the beaker. മനസ്സിലാവുണ്ടോ? ബീക്കറിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ വാട്ടർ മോളിക്യൂൾസ് ആണ്. They are held together by forces of attraction. All the molecules of water are held by forces of attraction. I have taught you in the first class itself, there is a force called as a cohesive force. Cohesive പറഞ്ഞാൽ a force that binds all the like molecules. ഇതിലിപ്പോൾ എല്ലാം വാട്ടർ അല്ലേ, അപ്പോൾ വാട്ടറിനെ ഒരു ബോണ്ടിങ് ഉണ്ട്. That force is called as cohesive force. It is not there in this book, but just for the sake of understanding. So this force holds the water molecules together. This molecule in the interior will experience attraction equally. The net force will be 0. But on the surface, the attraction will not be equal, it will be uneven. So this will experience താഴോട്ട് വലിക്കണ പോലെ തോന്നും. So this creates a tension called as surface tension. That is why you might have seen small insects, they can easily walk over the water surface. They can't, they won't get drowned, they won't go down, they can easily float over the water surface. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ചെറിയ ബ്ലേഡ് മെല്ലെ ഇട്ടാൽ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ നോട്ട് സിങ്ക്, ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഫ്ലോട്ട് ഓൺ വാട്ടർ. വൈ? വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ റീസൺ? സർഫേസ് ടെൻഷൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു ഫോഴ്സ് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ റെസിസ്റ്റ് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ പ്രിവെൻറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഫ്രം കമ്മിങ് ഡൗൺ. ബ്ലേഡ് ഇട്ടാൽ ഇത് അങ്ങനെ ഫ്ലോട്ട് ആവും, ബ്ലേഡ് താഴോട്ട് വരില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ സർഫേസിലൊരു എന്താ ഉള്ളത്? ബിക്കോസ് സർഫേസിൽ ദർ ഈസ് എ ഫോഴ്സ് ഓർ എ ടെൻഷൻ that will hold. Suppose this is the blade on the surface, it will not come down. This surface tension at the surface will hold the blade, or the insects can walk over water because of that surface tension. Is it clear? Okay. Now have a look at this paragraph and you have to read it, understand it thoroughly. I'll read it out for you. The number of molecules in vapor form just above the surface of water is less than those on the surface. Hence, the attraction towards the sides and the interior will be greater. The first sentence is the number of molecules in vapor form just above the surface of water is less. Surface of water na mele vapor molecules I told you will be less, but inside the pull will be much higher. Hence, attraction towards the sides and the interior will be greater. Consequently, the liquid surface behaves like a stretched membrane. This behavior causes surface tension. Small insects can move randomly on the surface of water. A blade can float on water. All these are due to surface tension. Surface tension is a characteristic property of all the liquids. All the liquids, they have surface tension. Water has high surface tension compared to other liquids. There are some liquids that have low surface tension, but water has high surface tension. Okay, so first today we learnt about anomalous expansion of water. That is, water instead of shrinking on cooling, it will expand, it changes to ice, volume increases, density decreases. Then we studied about surface tension. There is a force on the surface of water because of the downward pull by other molecules inside. These inner molecules will pull the molecules on the surface, just like a stretched membrane. This causes a tension or a force on the surface, and that is called as surface tension. Now they have asked us to carry out an experiment related to this. We have to tie a thread to a metallic loop. Now suppose this is a metallic loop. ഒരു ചെറിയ വള പോലെ എടുത്തിട്ട് we have to create a soap film, immerse this, tie a thread to this first, immerse this in a soap solution. What happens? You can see the soap film in the figure, children. After the soap film is created in the loop, we have to prick it with a pin. Pin ondu kuttu kodukkumbol they have asked what will be the appearance of the soap film, as it is in figure B, or will it be as it is in figure C? Will it be as in figure B or as it is in figure C? The answer will be figure B. When this is a metallic loop, tie a thread to this metallic loop, immerse it in a soap solution. We have to create a soap film, okay? Soap in the film. Then we have to prick it with a pin. When we prick it with a pin, it immediately behaves as it is given in figure B. Why? Because now we move on to the next term, that is surface area. Surface area. Now before I go to surface area, I would like to tell you one very important point. In the previous I told you about the blade, isn't it? When I place a blade over this, it will not sink, it will float on water, and because of surface tension it will float on water. But if I add few drops of soap solution, soap in the solution, ഇതിൽ രണ്ടോ മൂന്നോ ഒറ്റ ഒറ്റിച്ചാൽ മതി, automatically the blade will come down, it will sink. Why? Because soap decreases surface tension, or soap reduces the surface tension. This is okay, children. Now surface tension you know very well. I told you when a blade is put over the water surface, it will not sink, it will float. And what is the reason? Reason is because of the surface tension of water. But now if I put 2 or 3 drops of soap solution, what happens? The blade will sink, it will fall down. Why? Because of this very, very important reason. Soap reduces the surface tension of water. വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ സർഫസ് ടെൻഷനെ കുറയ്ക്കാൻ സോപ്പിനെ കൊണ്ട് പറ്റും. ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ടീച്ചർ ഇപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഓക്കെ, now before that there is an experiment also. I told you, take a metallic loop, tie a thread to that, immerse it in soap solution, you will get a soap film. What happens to that soap film when you prick it? When we prick it, the surface area gets reduced and it will look like, as in figure B, it will be like this. This is a soap solution, soap film. Why it was not like in figure C? Because surface tension always decreases the surface area. Surface tension always behaves in such a manner that it reduces the surface area of a liquid. Ella surface na gettittu tension avanda. Listen to this paragraph, I'll teach you. Surface tension acts in such a way so as to reduce the surface area of a liquid. Surface tension will always act in such a way that the surface area of the liquid is reduced. Always it will be like this, not like in figure C, because in this case, because of surface tension, the surface area is reduced. Then, for a definite mass of a substance, surface area is minimum for spherical shape. Spherical shape, spherical varnanda, not round. You know rubber ball, nammala bhoomi ellam spherical aanu. Spherical shape. That is why liquid droplets assume spherical shape. Now you oru leaf inde mele water drop veeyumbo, what is the shape of that water drop? It will be spherical. Why always liquid droplets assume spherical shape? Because surface area is minimum when the shape is spherical. So surface tension, the surface area of the liquid becomes less, and when it is spherical in shape, the surface area is minimum. Confusion avanda. Teacher, I'll explain it to you in Malayalam. When surface tension എപ്പോഴും എങ്ങനെയാണ് ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യുക? സർഫേസ് ടെൻഷൻ കാരണം സർഫേസ് ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ദ ലിക്വിഡ് കുറവാവാനേ നോക്കുള്ളൂ. സർഫേസ് ഏരിയ കുറവാവണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവരെപ്പോഴും സ്ഫെറിക്കൽ ഷേപ്പ് ആവാനേ നോക്കുള്ളൂ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വൈ you can see the water droplets are always spherical in shape. ഒന്നും വേണ്ട, അപ്പോൾ പൈപ്പിൽ നിന്ന് മെല്ലെ വെള്ളം അങ്ങനെ ഒറ്റില്ലേ, ആ ഡ്രോപ്സ് ഏത് ഷേപ്പാണ്? സ്ഫെറിക്കൽ ഷേപ്പ്. ബിക്കോസ് സ്ഫെറിക്കൽ ഷേപ്പ് ആവുമ്പോഴാണ് ദ സർഫേസ് ഏരിയ മിനിമം ആവുക. ആൻഡ് വൈ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് മിനിമം? ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് സർഫേസ് ടെൻഷൻ. ഇസ് ഇറ്റ് ക്ലിയർ? So don't get confused. Surface tension always acts in such a way that the surface area becomes less. And surface area is less when the liquid drops are spherical in shape. Now ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു application, we use soap for washing clothes. When we wash clothes, we can't just use plain water. The dirt will not go in from the fabric. Shirt ayalum, pant ayalum, saree endayalum. We add soap. Why? There is a reason. So children, why we use soap while washing clothes? Now I told you water molecules, they have a very strong force of attraction. Now for the dirt to go, the attraction must become less, isn't it? ഒരു ക്ലോത്തിലിട്ട് ചളി ഒരു ഡേർട്ട് പോകണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ അട്രാക്ഷൻ കുറഞ്ഞാലല്ലേ ആ വാട്ടറിന് എല്ലാവിടെയും എത്താൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. വാട്ടർ എല്ലാവിടെയും എത്തണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടറിനെ ഹോൾഡ് ചെയ്യണ ആ അട്രാക്ഷൻ, ആ സർഫസ് ടെൻഷൻ കുറയണം. ആ അട്രാക്ഷനെ ബ്രേക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് സോപ്പ് പൗഡർ ഇടുന്നത്. What soap does? I told you soap reduces the surface tension of water. When we add soap, the attraction between the water molecules become less, and it will reach the whole, each and every fine thread of the fabric. Fabricലുള്ള എല്ലാ ത്രെഡ്സിലും ഉള്ള ഡേർട്ടിനെ ആ വെള്ളത്തിന് മാറ്റാൻ പറ്റും. ബിക്കോസ് വെള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ അട്രാക്ഷൻ, ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് soap, it has reduced. Soap will collect all the dirt and the water will drain it off. ആ ഡേർട്ടിനെ, ഒളിഞ്ഞു കിടക്കുന്ന ഡേർട്ടിനെ വാട്ടർ വന്നിട്ട് പുഷ് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യും. Why? Because water is now able to move freely. Soap reduces the surface tension. So once again I tell you, we use soap to wash clothes because water has strong force of attraction between itself. Water molecules have a very strong force of attraction. Water, if it has to reach each and every portion of the fabric, the attraction must become less. Attraction must become less, that is for sure. And for that attraction to become less, we have to add soap. Soap reduces the surface tension. Soap decreases the force of attraction between the water molecules. വാട്ടറിന് തമ്മിലുള്ള അട്രാക്ഷൻ കുറയുമ്പോൾ അതിനെല്ലാവിടെയും ആ ഫാബ്രിക്കിൻ്റെ ഈച്ച് ആൻഡ് എവറി ഹോളിൽ പോയിട്ട് ഡേർട്ടിനെ പുറത്താക്കാൻ പറ്റും. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് വെരി വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. സോപ്പ് റെഡ്യൂസസ് ദി സർഫേസ് ടെൻഷൻ ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ. The forces of attraction become weaker. Water can move anywhere, any fabric for that matter. So we need to add soap. Is this clear? Now there is a paragraph, laundry and soap. Please have a look at this paragraph. You will get a very clear idea. The same thing that I have taught you. In order to remove dirt from the fabric, water should move easily through the fine threads of the fabric. Dirt പുറത്ത് പോകണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ എല്ലാവിടെയും എത്തിയേ പറ്റൂ. It is only possible by decreasing the attractive forces between water molecules. വാട്ടർ എല്ലാവിടെയും എത്തണം എന്നാണെങ്കിൽ അട്രാക്ഷൻ കുറയണം. This can be done by decreasing the surface tension of water. Soap can decrease the surface tension of water. Hence, washing clothes is easier with soap because soap decreases the surface tension. Water can reach everywhere and the dirt can be easily removed. Soap molecules can get into the particles of dirt in the fabric, attract the water molecules. Soap molecules, what they will do? They will get into the particles of dirt. They will attract the water molecules and reduce the surface tension of water. Thus, dirt particles are easily removed from the fabric along with water molecules. So, children, please don't get confused, okay? You have to just understand about anomalous expansion of water. Then surface tension is the force that is there on the water surface. Then about soap decreases the surface tension. That is why it is used for washing clothes. Surface tension കാരണം surface area കുറയും. Surface area spherical shape ആണെങ്കിലാണ് ഏറ്റവും least. That is why liquid droplets, they assume spherical shape. Then anomalous expansion means normally water is also like other substance, but below 4 it behaves differently. It shows an anomaly. It expands. Volume increases, density decreases. So here I would like to stop. I don't wish to confuse you all anymore. So enjoy this new year. Take care of your parents. Love them. Obey them. Do your work systematically. This is all from me for today. Bye. Thank you.